You know what black folks look like to white folks? They treat us like skunks. A skunk, all you wanted is away from you. And you don't care how the fuck it happens. It can get hit by a car. Somebody can kill it.
Right.
The Humane Society can come and get it if they come and get it. If you have a skunk preserve, fine. Just get it the fuck away from
preserve.
But then they like looking at the skunk in the zoo like football games.
Oh yeah, look at his stripes. Wow.
These niggas got PTSD from the 1,000 years you was beating their ass last time you was in charge, nigga. That shit is genetically embedded. They do, nigga. That shit is genetically. Why you think, nigga? They see you and they just fear you for no reason. Just out of nowhere.
Here's why.
We know a police officer. I know a police officer, a melanated police officer.
I want to hear Jeff's
he talks
idea
about
on this
that.
too.
He talks about the Caucasian cops, how they just scared as fuck. They ask him to go when they have to go to the hood to patrol. They ask him to go with them. They just scared.
Here's why.
What are they scared for?
They're scared of what they think we would do to them if they had done what they did to us. They are waiting on us to take the physical energy to do to them.
You did do that to them.
All right, to do it again.
You did do
it. Oh God.
Well, shit, if nobody remembers, who did it?
Please, let me just go ahead and
if the white people
this.
don't remember and the niggas don't remember.
I love you. Kev, I love you. I love you. The Dragon Moors and the Phoenix Moors were the most horrible human beings on the earth to ever do anything. They fuck white people over. They killed them. They did worse shit to us. Somehow, apparently, these Dragon Moors that you speak of did something worse than the nuclear weapon. I'm still waiting on that.
Yes.
Yes. So can we please get it out of the fucking way?
I like that.
Oh my God, Kev. These motherfuckers walking around are not. The Dragon Moors are in their subconscious, but I'm not talking about their subconscious. They don't use their subconscious when they yell nigga from a moving car. Their subconscious has nothing to do with Flint water, Kev.
Yes, Jeff, keep going.
No, I don't think so.
Well, why do they hate you then?
Why do they hate you?
What's the reason they hate you?
They hate you. They hate us because of all the shit that the Dragon Moors did. I thought we covered that.
Okay.
Can we never cover that again?
Okay.
Who's lost on that? It's like the Bible. There's only 66 books in it. Why do we have to come back every Sunday? Let's just study it and be done. I got hit in the mouth for that at age 12. Jesus Christ.
Okay, Jeff, you can't make 18 great points in a row. Can you let somebody else talk? Go, Kevin.
But I'm saying, what is the point? What is your point?
My point is that these people do not get to be let off the carpet, let off the hook. Notable mention. I don't want the Dragon Moors as honorable mention for to be used as an excuse for white folks fucking now.
It's not an excuse. There's real reasons, nigga. There's cause and effect in the world.
Well, let him finish. Let him finish, Jeff.
I'm saying there's cause and effect in the world, nigga. There's a reason. You don't have to excuse it. You don't have to excuse it, of course, nigga. Everybody's responsible for their own karma. So yes, they're putting out fucked up karma in the world. But what I'm saying to you is, it's not happening to you for no reason. You have to go back and understand history and add context to what's going on. These niggas got genetic PTSD from the thousands of years that niggas smashed the shit out of them. Literally rolled up on their damn villages, killed the men, snatched the kids and the women, put the kids in their armies, and then made the kids go back and kill their own people when they did more raids. So nigga, that would put you under some serious PTSD, no matter what, throughout history. If you had that happen to you, now I'm saying you ain't got to excuse it, but that's just what it is.
All right. Thank you, Kev. I watch Roots.
That's just what it is.
Thank you for that information. I watch Roots and Amistad totally different now.
Roots wasn't real. Roots is not real. That shit was fake.
Okay.
Well, let's
maybe nobody.
Hey, let's deal with it. Let's deal with it. Let's deal with it, Jeff.
It's proven. Just so everybody
I'm throwing it to you, Jeff.
Roots is fake.
Okay.
That was proven. That shit was
Ladies
bullshit.
and gentlemen,
it was plagiarized.
Roots is fake.
And the nigga
So was Star Trek.
Alex Haley had to pay the real writer for that shit.
Star Trek.
Take turns. Go ahead. Take turns. Jeff's turn.
Roots was fake.
Yes.
The way Boys in the Hood was fake. There was no Ricky who was going to go to USC. the guy in the red Hyundai really didn't shoot Morris Chestnut in the back. I saw Morris Chestnut last week. I took a picture with him. So yes, I get that it's fake. Here's the issue. When you say Roots is fake.
The story of Roots is fake.
When you say the story of Roots is fake. When you say Alex Haley paid somebody. When you say Roots is disingenuous and inauthentic. You put a dent in the fact that kind of shit happened.
It didn't happen like that, though. That's the point.
Nobody got whipped. You think nobody got stolen.
Wait.
You've seen Roots.
Wait.
That's my point.
Okay, gentlemen, this is a great conversation, but we got to make space for each other. So, Jeff, finish your thought, then Kev.
Okay, I got a question, Kev. Since Roots was fake, and since for some reason, the story was stolen. What you're trying to tell me then, perhaps, is in the black and white photos that I see of black people hanging from trees. In the black and white photos I see of black people with shackles around their necks with 3-foot rods on them. Those people are just very dedicated method actors.
What pictures
First,
you see? What black and white pictures
I'll
you
bring
see
it up.
from
I'll bring them
slavery?
up. I'll bring them up.
No, he's just talking about.
Okay.
You're seeing depictions.
I'm
seeing depictions. You're exactly right.
Of slavery. What people think slavery was
Okay.
like, based off of bullshit.
Please, all right. Well, then I'd like for you to outline the Club Med experience that these people had.
Man, look, the motherfucker who owned the most slaves was a nigga.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
163 slaves. John Carruthers Stanley owned 163 slaves. Another nigga owned, April William Ellison owned 63 slaves. So most niggas actually own slaves. The more slaves were owned by free brothers.
Now wait, let me
30% of free brothers own slaves, while only 2% of free whites own slaves. That's the actual reality. So the shit that y'all got in y'all head about applying this shit to Caucasians and blaming them for all your goddamn problems is bullshit. Get away from that bullshit.
So Kev, let me get in here real quick to address Jeff's point.
Not because it hadn't happened yet.
Because Jeff is basically saying, are you saying that the depictions of what happened in chattel slavery are not real?
I'm saying it's an exaggeration of small little pockets of shit that happened. That would be like saying...
So let me just be clear. You're saying chattel slavery, the depiction of what went down
is hyperbole.
In chattel slavery is an aggrandization of what happened.
Slavery is all slavery was chattel slavery unless you were a serf. First of all, you got the misconception of what chattel slavery is. Okay. Chattel slavery only means movable property. I can move my slave with me. That's all chattel slavery means. So yes, all that shit was the same thing. But the depictions of what you're seeing is hyperbole. That is mostly hyperbole. Most of the Caucasians who owned slaves, first of all, it was less than 2%.
They didn't fuck niggas up, is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, it would be like taking the battle, and it would be taking that brawl that happened in with Detroit with the Pistons and all that shit, and then showing that, and then saying that is a depiction of how niggas are in the hood. That's what that would be like.
Okay.
Jeff Brown.
I'm sorry that I used the term chattel slavery, but could you please tell me another time in human history where people were taken from their land, all of their languages, customs, and gods removed from them when they were forced under another language, custom, and god, and have absolutely no direct link to who they are or where they were? What other slavery was like that?
Well, first of all, you weren't really taken from your land. You were already here.
Okay, so what you're saying then is in the slave trade, those boats, they used a couple of tugboats.
Show me where the boats at. Find me one.
Whoa, we can't talk over each other.
No, I tell you what.
But go ahead, because I want to hear it again.
I'm almost done with this. I'm really it's beginning to be shit under my fingernails. Okay,
Jeff, you don't know how to wipe your own ass, boy?
What you're basically telling me then is that the people in the black people in Brazil came up through the sand. That no boats took them there.
I'm not talking about. I was talking about North America.
Okay, let's get a little broader, Kev, because I'm trying to see how far this rabbit hole goes. If I keep talking,
no, you're not, because you'll leave.
I'm trying to. If I keep talking to Kev, pretty soon nobody was in slavery, and this is all just some shit George Lucas wrote.
No, nigga, slavery. Okay. Everyone was enslaved.
Absolutely understood.
And to be crying about it is some bullshit.
Understood.
That's my point.
I understand that everyone was enslaved. I'm discussing the slavery that you are telling me that the depictions of slavery and the treatment of black people on this soil is somehow stretched out of proportion, and that the same people who subconsciously are afraid of us didn't do what it is depicted that they were done.
I'm not saying that.
That's what it. I ain't telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it looked like.
What it sound like.
I can't tell you what it is, Kev. I can't tell you what it is. I can only tell you what it looked like. Now, here's the picture I need you to clear up for me.
I already covered that.
Okay, you couldn't cover. That's brilliant, Kev.
Well, no. This is what we need right now, because Jeff makes a great point. Yeah. You know what would end this entire debate right now?
If I had some weed and just left alone?
Well,
if you had a time machine?
That's called quitting. But
well, you got to know when.
No.
That's how you lose all your shit in poker.
No, but you know what would shut this down?
What?
Kev has to produce the resources for people who have never heard this shit before.
Go watch my documentary, 40 Acres and a Fool. There you go. Ooh. It's all in there.
I'm just saying, all the resources, all the links, all the books.
It's all in there.
All that information has to be presented.
Where do we find this, Kevin?
Could I please?
Real Naga's YouTube channel. Go watch the fucking video.
There's someone in the chat room who says Kev came with facts, Jeff came with emotions. Ooh. Well, I believe that was Empire Foundation. Let me talk to you. You're gonna have to forgive me, bro, for being a little emotional about what happened to my people. It's because I give a fuck, sir. And I don't have the latitude, seeing as how people who depend upon, count on, and call me on my emotions and what I say, to just sit here and act like it doesn't affect me, like you can do in the chat room where you're just typing from wherever the fuck you are and all. This means something to me. I am in firm belief that most of us were already here. I am in firm belief that most of us were sovereign. I am in firm belief that Africans, most of them, went to South America. What I refuse to believe is that the series Roots, was as close to the truth as football is to rugby. Fuck that. I don't believe that. Because then, if I had believed that, I have to believe that maybe the Tuskegee experiment didn't happen. Maybe the Trail of Tears didn't happen.
Maybe some more great points you're going to dog up the rest of the show with.
Didn't happen. I'm not willing to stretch my shit over that. I'm not. I don't give a fuck. Let me put it another way. Facts included. I don't give a fuck what the Moors did first. White folks ain't shit for what they did on this earth and on this planet. I mean, on this soil.
But the reason they allow that narrative to exist is because
I agree with you, Jeff.
It keeps you emotional and it keeps you stagnant from doing anything because you're just so full of emotion all the time. All you're doing is just spewing off emotion. It doesn't give you a real chance to plan and do anything to get out of the shit.
I'm gonna go with. I like both points.
I'm gonna go with Jeff on this one.
No.
Let's see.